Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm back with another video that will be helpful to some of the richer players in the game. When I say richer, I mean around 20-25 million or over. This is a strategy I figured out playing over the years, and it actually made me a lot of gold in a very short time. You'll see what I mean in a bit if you haven't figured that out already by the title of the video. But so this strategy needs a little bit of luck and good timing. There is a new lock that came out, and this lock has bunch of goodies in them. As you can see, the Arcane 76, which is the highest tier weapon at end game. So pretty much everyone who has got the money is looking to buy it, including myself. They are pretty powerful weapon for all of the classes. This one is like worth around 100 mil or over, I think. Few people selling from 120 mil, I think. So there you go. They are very powerful weapon. They are useful as well. So there's a reason they cost that much. The armors are like what I think 20 million. Sorry, the helmet are worth 20 million, and the armor varies depending on the class as well. Um, so when an event comes out, there and few people start loading it, there is no set price for these items. The armor is this is the first one. The 76 armor is being introduced, and when they're introduced at first, they are quite rare. No one really knows what they're worth. It's the people that loot them, and how many people loot them determines the price. Also, what people are willing to pay depending on how good these are. So if you look at the Sunken Death Engine, very rare suit of armor, handcrafted from special Omega Death Engine parts, chance to summon Death Engine defense shields, which look pretty cool by the way. When doing damage, this short duration buff increases health regeneration, damage, and armor. So as you can see, it increases quite a few things that are really helpful in the red portals, which is why I decided to buy one of this item. So this item someone was actually selling in town at the start, and I actually bought one of this for 50 million gold. And originally, I did think it was a bit more than what I'd like, but when the 71 Ebon armor came out, I paid 40 million for that as well. So I wasn't too hesitant about paying 50 mil, because I paid 40 mil at the start for the previous one, which is the Ebon one, which I think is much lower now because it's been a while. But I decided to actually sell the armor I had bought it for 50 million. And the reason for that is because when a new item comes out, no one knows the price. There is no set price. You give the person what they want, depending on how good you think it is, whether you'll get value out of it, and whether you can actually afford to pay what they want. Luckily, I can, and I decided to buy it. But as time goes by, people start running out of plat, or just feel drained from using all their plat and not using looting anything. So people kind of stop buying this, which means the amount of um, the arcane items are limited because not everyone can buy them. So they start selling out quick. So when they come out, the price people don't know, and over time, and this is like within a day or so or a few days, people start deciding what price they're willing to pay, what people want to buy and sell for, and that's when a price is set for the item. At the start, what I did, I bought it for 50 mil, which is still a lot of gold, but the price rose after I bought mine to quite a bit, so I decided to sell mine, and I actually listed mine in auction for 100 mil. That's right, 100 million million gold. So one less. So as you can see, 99 mil, 900 nine and 99,000 and 999 gold. So this is one gold less than 100 million. That's it. And I've got a few other items as well that are being on sale as well. As you can see, I've sold this item for 100 million gold, and today I'm gonna show you me collecting that much gold. But also, this is something you could do if you had the money as well. Of course, it is risky, very risky. I did the same thing with Zulong. I don't know if you guys remember my own video, old video. I had bought a Zulong pet for 30 mil when it first came out, I think 2.5 years ago or so. Oh, actually, yeah, 2 years ago. And then I bought it for 30 mil, and then the egg price just jumped because people ran out of plat and they stopped buying, and people just couldn't they wanted to pay more because the stats for Zulong was just so good. I got Ahmed Zulong, by the way. This is not the original Zulong, but this is still pretty OP. So people offered me like 100 mil and stuff, so I increased the price to 130 mil. So I actually ended up making 100 mil profit last time from selling Zulong, just like I am doing this time with the armor. Of course, I've made quite a lot of gold, so I don't mind other people knowing it. But normally, this type of gold will make you, this type of trades make you very, very rich very, very quickly. But of course, the opposite could happen. So keep in mind, don't pay for something that's really high. I could have paid 50 mil for it, but then a bunch of people loots it and listed the item, and it becomes 10 mil. So I make a 40 mil loss. So just keep in mind that the opposite can happen as well. It's not 100% you'll get double your money or even more every single time. Sometimes it goes down, but you make that call based on your experience of the game. Played this game for about 7 or 8 years now, so I can roughly guess when to make that decision. And that comes with practice and trading and knowing people and just having, I guess, good understanding of economy in Arcane Legend, right? And those things can only come with experience. So experience in the game. So when I tell you this, just make sure you be cautious. If you have 50 mil and you make that decision and you make a loss, just be willing um, to make sure that you are aware of your what you can and can't afford to do. Because I have quite a lot of gold, I can afford to make that decision, but a lot of people can't. So do keep that in mind. So as you can see, 999 or 100 mil. I'm gonna complete sell. I've still got those. We'll go back and 100 mil right there, which I'm gonna stash away into one of my other characters because I don't really need this much gold in one character. 1361207. There you go, and then you put two. Oh, bad math. Sorry, my bad. I don't know what happened. All this gold, and I'm still bad at maths. Anyway, so there you go. Something to keep in mind. Something you can do at home as well to get to increase your gold, but just be aware of the risk versus reward. But the reason I am willing to make that decision is because For me, I wanted to see how good it was, and it was pretty good. I thought, in my opinion, I personally didn't think it was worth my 50 million, but other people um might think it's worth it. It's worth hundreds of millions for them. But I don't play the game as much as others do, or it's about what you do with it, not about how good it is by itself, to be honest. And I don't play enough to justify spending 50 million on that, so I ended up deciding to sell. So just keep that in mind when I buy things for real expensive price. It's not because I want to sell it for higher. It's because I had the intention of using it myself and saying it. So if I made a loss on it, it didn't matter to me much that I lost 40 million and it became 10 million. Is that I got to be one of the first people to try it and tell others what I thought of the item as well. And if you have enough gold, I guess that's a luxury you can afford. But if you're someone new to the game or you don't have that much, then obviously that's not something the average person can do. But this is one of the perk of being really wealthy in the game, I guess, because you can afford to do that. Anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in another one. Bye.